Hello, hello, hello. Let's see here. Okay. How's everybody doing? Woo, lots of people popping on. You guys are supposed to be at work. Okay, I gotta mute myself at home so I don't hear myself. Hey, how's everybody doing? Okay, so if you see me looking down, it's because I'm reading your comments on my phone because they come through quicker than they come through on my computer. So how's everybody doing? I wanted to hop on here because I had just a few minutes and before my next reading, and I just wanted to engage with you guys because it's been what seems like forever since I've been able to get on here, at least a month if not more. I wanted to say thank you so much for all of your prayers and the amazing energy that you sent me. I could feel it, and by the next day I was feeling just as fine, just brand new. It just felt great. So thank you so much. Clearly, when we all come together and focus on one thing, the energy can make amazing things happen. So yes, thank you so much. Let's see. Hello, everybody. I can't say hello quick enough. All right, so I wanted to bring up a couple things that we have coming up because it's October. That's my favorite month of the year. This is my favorite season. I just absolutely love fall, obviously, despite my crazy intense allergies that are ruling my life right now. So I used to do this this event called True American Ghost Stories, and I quit doing that when COVID hit, and I haven't picked it back up yet. It's such a huge project that it took a lot of my favorite parts about October away, and I really wasn't able to focus on my kids and my time, my fall time as much. So I decided to put that on the back burner and try something new. And this year, what we're doing are 2 different Halloween activities or events to celebrate the most wonderful time of the year. The first one is a true Victorian seance. So I am conducting that out of my studio in Hannibal, Missouri. There are only 8 people allowed. Tickets are $100, and we're going to do it just like, they did in the late 1800s, early 1900s. We'll have our circle. I'll draw a protective circle around it of salt. It'll be completely candlelit. And what we'll be doing, the old seances, they didn't really focus on anybody or any one person in particular for the most part. It was usually we just invite whoever in. So for us, what we'll be focusing on is not only love and light, but our loved ones. We'll be bringing them through. So it'll basically be like a regular mediumship demonstration, only for 8 people, it'll be way, way less. I know that 2 of the nights have sold out, and I only have 5 nights total. And then one of the other nights only has 1 left. So if you're thinking about, like, let's say that you have family, 3 or 4 family members who have experienced a loss of the same person that would like to experience a message from their loved one, I highly, highly, highly suggest you do this event because, like I said, it's way cheaper than if you were to, just with 2 of you or even 3 of you do a 1-hour private reading. And there will be only 8 people there, so chances of getting a reading are going to be far, far higher. And we'll be able to just connect. It'll be a deeper connection. So I'm super, super excited about that. And I'll tell you, I'm obsessed with candles and candlelight. So I think that that's the one thing that I'm the most excited about. So then we have the Blue Note, which is going to be October 25th. And that is basically going to be my official Halloween mediumship event. What we're going to be doing there, tickets are $30 now, and they're $35 at the door. I have a feeling that this will sell out, mainly because, we can only allow so many people in there. And then, it's the Halloween activity. It's a Halloween event. So people get all excited about that. And I do too. I just go crazy. We're going to have a Halloween costume contest after the mediumship demonstration. And the winner will receive a 1-hour private reading with yours truly. So it's totally up for grabs, a 1-hour reading and a half-hour reading, because I'll be doing second place too. And I get to a point where I have a really hard time making choices and decisions. So who knows? I might throw out a couple more readings if you really get into dressing up in your costume. So yeah, those are the 2 Halloween events, and I'm super, super excited. I especially like the Victorian seance because it's going to be way more, it's going to be way more intimate than anything else I've ever done, aside from like a private family reading. So if you're interested, I think that that's something you should definitely check out. And let's see. Oh, I'm so happy, Roxanne. Hello. I'm glad you got to see a video. So we also have an October event, or a Iowa event in Ottumwa. I'm getting my O's mixed up. That's 11/14. I have not been to Ottumwa in 2 years. And then I have my psychic and mediumship class, which I only teach every 6 months. That is going to be November 27th and 28th. Now, I'm almost to capacity for the psychic class. The mediumship class, I have not started filling up yet, and I have set the mediumship schedule so many times, and people say, oh, we want to do it, and they don't buy a ticket, and then I have to cancel it. So, if I have to cancel this like the 4th or 5th time, please be patient with me and understand that I'm doing that because, I have to have a head count, and I have to know ahead of time if I even need to put it on. So we have that in the end of November. Mediumship demonstration on 12/12 in Moberly. I have not been to Moberly in 2 years. So visiting several places that we haven't been to in quite some time because of COVID. So I'm super excited to see you guys again. Kirksville at SIP on 12/19. Every show I've ever done in Kirksville has sold out. And we have a few tickets left in Kirksville. We are probably going to sell out for Moberly as well because we haven't been there in 2 years, and they can only hold 100 people. So keep that in mind. Let's see. Okay, so this is the fun part. Are you ready? Okay, so 1, 2, or 3. And I'm going to show them to you by themselves. 1. You have to put which one you're going to pick in the comments. So it keeps you, makes you stick to your word. 2, 3. Now hold them up. Okay. Put it in the comments which one you picked. Put it in the comments which one you picked. Okay. While I am waiting for you guys to put in the comments which one you picked, I wanted to tell you about a little experience that I had this morning, and I hope that you will take something from it and maybe get your own sign today. So I'm a huge believer in numerology, and I try to be an advocate for that because I feel like a lot of people don't understand that the universe is trying so hard to send you signs, and so many of us are just completely oblivious, and not on purpose, but one of the easiest and simplest ways for spirit in the universe to get our attention is through numbers, okay? So It doesn't have to be this profound, a feather falls out of the sky or a cardinal flies past your face. And it also doesn't have to be that you go to a psychic to get guidance. All you have to do is look for the signs. Ask your guides, and then look for the signs. Because I feel that my bosses are my guides, and they're basically invisible to the naked eye and to anybody else. I worry a lot about making sure that I'm on the right path and doing exactly what it is that they want me to do. So I'm all the time saying, hey, give me a sign to make sure that I'm on the right path. I need to know that I'm doing your work the way that you want. And this morning I'm doing my daughter's hair just before school, and she's drawing on this little card, and she wrote 83 plus 1 equals 84. I have no idea why she did that. I have no idea why she drew that or where she got it or what. But what I did was I went and looked up the number 84 after I took her to school. And it basically meant that I'm doing a fantastic job at my spiritual career. And I mean, it even said that. If you are in a spiritual career, this is a sign that you're doing a fantastic job. Keep going. And the other thing was, hey, here's a warning. We're getting ready to take your career to the next level. So being able to read that this morning was so profound, and it meant so much to me because, I had to take 2 days off this past week. I was sick, and I really felt like I was letting them down. I felt like I was letting my clients down. And so being able to read that made my whole day. So do not, I saw something the other day. I think it was Nikki Blackburn from Spectrum in Kansas City. She posted a meme that said, do you ever ask the universe for a sign and then get the sign and then say, I'm going to wait for a signier sign? Don't do that, because what you're doing is you're taking the universe for granted. Do you think that they have time to send you 7 different signs until you get it? And I'll be honest, I was the worst at that. When I decided that I wanted to do this, I asked for a sign, and they gave me the freaking sign in black and white right in front of my face. And then I asked for it again and again and again. Don't wear them out. It's going to keep coming, and it's going to keep coming the same way. So you might as well just accept it the moment that you see it and move on. Okay, so who picked... Shit, I cannot remember which one is what. Okay, who picked this one? Let's see. I'm looking for all my ones. Only some of you. Okay, there they are. All right, woo, lots of ones. Okay, here we go. This is a love card. Okay, so if you pick this one, this has to do with your love life. And what this one is basically saying is that your love life is currently being affected by one of 2 things, either your finances or your career. Now that could be, like let's say you're a female throwing up the 1, that could be your finances and your career are affecting things, or it could be his, but one of the 2 of you. So maybe you can't quite come together on how you want to do finances. Maybe one of you lives in a different location because of your career, and that's making things harder. There's a lot of different, maybe you fight about money all the time, and that's why you're struggling in your relationship. So this could just confirm that this is what your issue is if you pick this. This could also give you intel and answers to, man, I feel like something's off, or I feel like something's funky, but I just don't know what it is. Well, here's your sign. Okay, so this is where you need to be focusing your time and your effort as far as your love life goes. Focus on your finances and your careers and how it's affecting your love life. Okay, number 2. Who did number 2? That doesn't sound right, does it? Okay, let's see. All right, this is crazy because I just noticed this. Number 2 is actually number 2. It's the High Priestess card, which is all about trusting your own intuition. It shows that you have something coming up that you're struggling with as far as making a decision on. And the universe, your angels and your guides are here to tell you, you got this under control. But what we want you to do is meditate on it and think slowly before you make the decision. Quit going to other people. Quit asking other people's opinion. If you will just sit with the situation, sit down at the end of your bed and just sit with the situation that you're struggling with in your mind's eye and meditate on it for a minute. And all that means, I think I say the word meditate and people freak out all the time. They're like, oh, I can't focus, I can't do it. All you're doing is focusing on your breathing and keeping the idea, the thought, the choice, the decision in your mind. That's it. If something comes to you, like let's say you randomly think about your dad. Okay, maybe they want you to go and ask your dad what his thoughts are. Maybe you're trying to make a decision on which job to go to, and you sit down and you instantly see one of the two jobs in your mind's eye. That would be the one that I would go with. So that's how I would do that. But basically, they're telling me that you need to trust your own intuition. So basically, don't come to me for this decision because you have the answer within you. You don't need anybody else. Okay? Okay. Now, who picked number 3? I saw a lot of people pick number 3. Like, a lot. I don't know. Some of you are cracking me up. Okay. All right, number 3. This is one of my favorites. This is the release card. Okay? So chances are you're at the end of a phase or a certain situation in your life right now. Whether it be, you've been single for so long and you're getting ready to enter a relationship or get married, or maybe you're getting ready to quit a job and start a new job, something like that. But what they're telling you in this card is one of two things, or both. It's time to move on and be okay with it. Let everything else that you're leaving behind rest. There's a reason that you got this message, and it's to tell you you're headed in the right direction. Keep going. Just look forward. But more importantly, release whatever it is that's holding you back. So, maybe you want to be single, or you're freaking out thinking, oh my God, I'm going to make this serious commitment. Am I ready for that? Or, I'm going to really miss my boss who was incredible to me, but I'm going to be making way more money at this position and I feel like this is where I need to go. You need to let that boss go. So release is always the first major message in the release card. But what's even more important is that a lot of times you are about to experience a serious spiritual transformation if you picked this card. So basically be ready. Signs of a spiritual transformation, I'm getting rid of things. I no longer want this. I may want to move. It's really subtle. I think people think when they have a spiritual awakening or a spiritual transformation that they are going to experience, light coming down on top of them, or a warm feeling somewhere, or an alignment with the chakras. It's not that at all. It's so subtle you won't even know it's happening. In fact, when I went through my spiritual transformation, I used to be obsessed with home decor, and so I had tons and tons and tons, boxes and boxes of home decorations that I would switch out every season and all the time. And when I began my spiritual transformation, I just had no interest in keeping anything. I wanted simplicity. And so, I kept super, super important things, but that was about it. And I got rid of it. And so if you're feeling like you need to shed material items, even people who you feel don't have your best interest in mind, go ahead and let them go, because that's all a part of the spiritual transformation. So if you're seeing this card, if you're getting this card number 3, it's time to release and move forward, okay? Oh, okie dokie. You know what? There were several people that joined us later on. So I'm going to pull one card for everybody that just hopped on really fast, okay? And this card is 6 of Abundance. And an unexpected gift is on its way. When someone is going to give you an unexpected gift, when somebody gives you something, and, I'm talking about like their time, or it's a substantial financial reward or gift, it's always good to go out and do something similar. If you can't afford to do the same thing for somebody else, then do it time-wise. And it can even be within your own home. Let's say your mom gives you $500 just to be nice. go sit down with your kid and spend the rest of the night playing games and talking to them and connecting with them. Just make sure that you're making the conscious effort to give back as much as you feel you're receiving. Okay? Okay, I have an appointment, so I have to hop off here. But it was so good to meet up with you guys. One more time, the Victorian seance. There's only 3 days left of the 5 that I posted. The other 2 are sold out, and only 2 of those days have 3 seats. So if you're thinking about coming with a couple of friends or family members, this would be the thing to do. The Blue Note, $10.25. I'm giving away a 1-hour free reading there for the best dressed costume. I'll be hanging out with you guys to some of my favorite music after the show, so it'd be nice to shake hands and hopefully not get COVID. And then psychic class is on 11/27, mediumship class 11/28, Atumwa 11/14. I'll be in Iowa, and I haven't been in Iowa in 2 years, and I haven't been in Moberly in 2 years, and I'll be there on 12/12. So yeah, all right. Don't ignore the signs. That's my final message. Have a good one, guys. I love you. Happy October.